Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Unfiltered Grapevine. This is A.
This is Jay, and Happy New Year. We survived. We're into 2023.
Woohoo! I'm excited.
We are actually recording this from some new technical equipment we hope works for these future recordings and broadcasts.
Yeah. If not, we have a backup.
And we have a backup.
Which is, we got a plan B.
And that's always good.
It is.
So for today's episode, since it is the new year, we're going to talk about resolutions.
Yeah.
And why we never really keep them after 48 hours.
I don't do resolutions. I'm sorry.
Well,
I'm lame.
Well, no, I mean, I try to have a resolution. I try to lose weight every year. That lasts maybe a week. I'm going to get exercise, and that lasts 48 hours. I'm going to cut sugar, but I have to drink my coffee with sugar, so that doesn't help. So, and I mean, just things just don't work out as you plan. So why do we make them?
Well, I think that speaks more about you not sticking to your plan, not committing to it.
Well,
than anything else.
Well, I'm going to say about over 75% of people probably don't follow their resolutions.
I agree. And I don't think you have
and
to
that's not a statistical affirmity. I just made that number up. I have not done the research before this recording.
Somebody can Google that if they're that interested. I don't think nobody really cares.
Well, I'm sure there was some grant that made the study to figure out how many people do not follow the resolutions.
Which boggles my mind. Why are we spending money on that kind of study? Please explain that to me. What a waste of money. You can do so much more with that. But let's not go off on a tangent. Let's focus on the subject at hand, yeah?
Yeah.
All right.
So you don't do resolutions.
I don't.
And why have you chosen not to do them? Because you're never going to follow?
No. Maybe. No. So I don't think a resolution has to be on the 1st of January. I start a resolution, and I don't even call them resolutions. I'm like, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to do it, and the end. That's just me. That's who I am. You've known me long enough to where I'm like, yeah, I think I'm going to do that. And then I ponder and go, yeah, I'm doing it. And I do it. Whether it flops or not, that's a whole other thing. But I think you've known me long enough that that's pretty much how I am. But no, I don't know. I just don't.
Yeah.
I don't know. I can tell you, though, that I definitely did not stay up till midnight.
Yeah, I did.
I went to bed at 9:30 after watching. What did I watch? Oh, I watched 2 movies. I'm so lame. I had the black bean soup that you made, which you inspired me, and I made split pea soup the next day. It's so good too. Hurrah for me, by the way, because I'm definitely not the culinary expert over here. You are for sure.
Well, I wouldn't go that far, but I do like to dabble.
No. Okay, maybe you don't want to go that far, but I will. I will toot your horn for you, and I say that you are a very good cook. I don't particularly cook because I eat most of my food raw. So there's that.
And you eat like a rat.
A rat?
Little bits and pieces.
At least call me a rabbit. Jeez.
Okay, a chipmunk.
Okay. Well, okay, those are cute too. I mean, those are rodents. I guess a rabbit is also a rodent. But either way, doesn't matter. I'll take a Chippendale over a rat anytime, any day. But yeah, so I watched 2 movies. I watched Bullet Train again. And I typically don't watch movies back to back, but my sister's like, oh, you should watch it again. There's a lot of things that you probably missed. So I watched it, and guess what? I didn't miss a damn thing. I'm like, what is she talking about? Like, I didn't miss it. I mean, I'm glad I watched it because it was so funny. Such a great movie. I thoroughly enjoyed it. And then I watched a really corny, because it was very violent, but funny violent. Like a funny violent. movie. And then I didn't want to end the New Year's on a violent movie. So, I don't like violence, but it was funny, so it's okay. Takes the edge off because it's not for real. And then I watched a super cute movie, Holidates.
Holidates?
Yeah. No, not dates. It's
Holiday.
Yeah, just date. It's singular. It was super cute. It was Emma Roberts and some Australian guy and Kristen Chenoweth and
Was that on Netflix?
sure.
You don't know.
No, I don't know. I don't remember. But I would imagine so.
Because the title sounds familiar. I actually stayed up till midnight.
Mm-hmm.
Actually stayed up till 1 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
Watched the ball drop and post.
No, wait. You got to say it. You've got to say it. You
What?
watched the draw. What is it?
2 balls drop?
Yes.
Okay.
So Jay said this earlier, and it made me giggle because he said, I watched both balls drop. I'm like, oh, like your teenage years. And he's like, he just shakes his head.
And I'm still shaking my head like
now.
It's just like,
I'm
really?
sorry, make myself laugh. Listen,
At least
there's a party going on upstairs in my head, okay?
Oh, finally.
What do you mean, finally? I mean, it is. What time is that? I don't even know what time it is.
It's early in the morning.
Yeah, so I'm awake finally.
Yeah,
So,
and in this episode, we're not drinking wine this early in the morning. We're having coffee.
yes.
So that also explains the caffeine rush in her head. But as I was saying, I stayed up and watched, since we're on the West Coast, they're actually pre-recorded. So I saw the ball drop in New York and then the musical note drop in Nashville, which was basically 1 o'clock in the morning here when that happened. And finally went to bed. Drank a glass of champagne at midnight. Followed an Eastern European tradition of burning a note on a piece of paper with a wish and then drinking it with the ashes with my champagne. Ended up burning my finger because I wrote the note so small, and when I went to burn it, the flame pretty much caught my entire hand.
That's right, because when you were telling me about it, you were explaining it to me. I'm like, well, that better be a very tiny piece of paper.
Yeah. You're not gonna burn like a whole 8x10 piece of paper. And that's a lot of ashes.
It is.
It's supposed to be just a little note, but I probably should have burnt the note in a tray and then poured the ashes versus burning it straight from my finger.
Yeah, that would have made a lot more sense.
And just used, a match or something instead of like putting it in the candle flame. So I nicked my finger and burnt it slightly. But I made my wish for 2023 in the Eastern European tradition because I've been learning a lot of stuff just culturally around the world. One thing I learned from some cultures is, especially I believe it's Colombia, where if you want to travel, you grab a suitcase, an empty suitcase, and at the stroke of midnight, you walk around the block to stipulate that you're going to be traveling for the new year.
Huh, no kidding.
Yeah, so I thought that was cool, but I did not do that because my block around my house is very large, and I wasn't going to do that at midnight.
No. Was it still raining?
No, it wasn't raining quite yet. We had actually rained the last 24 hours, almost 48 hours in this area. But it didn't start raining until I think about 4 in the morning. So then the next day, it was raining, and that New Year's Day, Sunday, and it was just so wet and gloomy. I just laid on the couch and did nothing. Wasn't paying attention to football, wasn't paying attention to movies. It just was pretty much a day of doing nothing, paying attention to nothing.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. Now, see, I differ in point of view as far as the rain. We don't get a lot of rain here where we live. Are we allowed to say where we live or no?
We said Southwest.
Okay, Southwest. So where we are, we don't get a lot of rain. Obviously not California because it does rain there frequently. But I welcome it. And you know what? Even in the East Coast, when we lived there, I still enjoyed it. I enjoy the rain. I think there's something so beautiful about it. And I couldn't have found, or I couldn't have thought of a better way to start off the year, besides probably hiking, with just Mother Nature, God, the universe, whatever we're going to call this, that it just washed away 2022 and brought in a beautiful, fresh, clean new year like a brand new born baby.
Well, I saw you made that comment on social media the other day as well on your site, on your alternative site. Wasn't it on Florida Ray?
Mm-mm.
It was on your personal.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, never mind. But we do have. I was referring to her her inspirational pages. She has a site, Florida Ray, that does some inspirational talks and commentaries on just living day by day from a female perspective. So I highly recommend you looking for that online on Facebook and on our website. And that is FLORDERAY.
That is correct.
Florderay.
Yes. And that's on Facebook. And it's only on Facebook. I don't. Oh no, that's not true. I have an Instagram as well.
I believe it's Instagram, Facebook, and then the actual website, which it hasn't been updated in a long time.
Yes. So don't go there. Okay.
Or you can look at some historical commentaries, that some blog stuff that she did, but it's being revamped for 2023.
Yes.
So that's part of a resolution for 2023 is to get some of these things up and running.
That's not my resolution. That's your resolution, because I've been asking you to do that for some time. So that's your resolution.
I'm supposed to be the techie of the group here.
Yeah.
I
just write and create. He writes, creates, and is all techie. And I am techless. Not tactless. I'm very tactful. It's techless. Make sure y'all understand. You heard that right. That's not even a word, but that's okay.
Vocabularies. So yes, so back to resolutions.
Yes.
It's funny how our conversations go in multiple tangents.
It really does.
So we apologize if you think this episode is one thing. It may ending up being another.
Yeah, that's typically what happens, and I think that happens with most conversations anyway. But we're going to try to keep steering it back.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, and in that attempt again, in resolutions.
Yes.
One of mine this year is going to be the typical ones, like I mentioned at the beginning, joked about. I do hope to lose some weight, cut down. Sugars are part of that process. I mean, I'm not going to cut off eating chocolate all the time, or
God, no. Nobody wants that.
And sugar in my coffee, but cut back a little bit on stuff. Yeah. My sodas are already sugar-free, caffeine-free, so that's not too much of a factor, but I don't drink that much of it anymore either.
I have a question
but orange juice has sugar.
Yeah.
Kind of reduce that a little bit.
Well, that's what I was just about to ask, because if soda is sugar-free, syrups have sugar, so how's it sugar-free technically?
Because they're using that sugar substitute that's not sugar, which probably is worse for you. So, the Splendas, the saccharin, whatever those chemical stuff are. So, don't know. But again, I don't drink a lot of it anymore like I used to. Yeah. I used to drink a lot of it.
I haven't seen you pop a soda in a bit.
Yeah, I don't do it as frequently. I drink more, ironically, water these days.
That's good. I made you sound so hood. Pop a soda.
Yeah. I never drink water, and now it's like the only thing I drink.
I always drink water.
Well, it was plain, had no flavor, but now I drink flavored waters, so it helps the process. But yeah, I drink a lot of it now.
Yeah. You should really, oh no, hold on. Let me take a huge step back. You should not do anything I'm going to suggest, and what you do is totally up to you, because you have absolute free will. So, because I don't like to be told you should do this. I'm like, go F yourself, buddy. And just don't tell me what I should or should not do. It bothers me. That statement bothers me so badly. So I'm rewinding, and I'm going to rephrase myself. I have tried frozen fruits inside my water, and I absolutely love it. I just drink water straight up because I just love water. But I have found that putting fruit, and I know a lot of people don't like going through the hassle of cutting up the vegetable or the fruit. And by vegetable, I'm talking about cucumbers, the fruit and all of that, and putting in their thing. But if you do buy frozen fruit and you throw it in there, it's yummy.
Alrighty then.
I'm just saying. Note to all out there who are wanting to drink more water.
All right. There you go. That's her nutrition.
And you're welcome.
Thank you.
I charge now for no, just kidding.
I'll send you my invoice.
No. I'm sending you my bill. What are you doing?
I'm mimicking you.
Oh, okay. I was like, what?
So the process is I should exercise more, lose weight, because for the longest time I was walking 2 miles a day until I had my accident, and I kind of restricted my walking. But going into the new year, I hope to be able to do that, ride my exercise bike that I've had for over a year and maybe ridden it 3 times. Yeah. So I'll hopefully start getting that on a more daily basis.
You do have your, what is that? 3D? VR. Yeah, you have that.
Yes.
That's a workout.
That is extremely a workout.
I have my heart racing.
I have the PS4 version of the VR helmet. And you have several games that are on there that are very physical, which is one of the reasons why I bought it in the first place. It wasn't just for a random game. Yeah. Of course, there was the Star Wars game that I had to buy that was interlinked with it. And you know me with the sci-fi and the Star Wars. And of course, every episode I have to make a reference to that.
It's you.
But no, there's
Incidentally, though, I am drinking out of a Star Wars cup at Jay's house. So
yeah, you're drinking coffee out of my episode 2 coffee mug.
That's right. They have episodes, and I told them I don't know what that means.
So anyway, the VR game, there's a boxing one. It's really good. It's in rhythm. You make the moves, punching targets VR wise. And it's with the music that's being performed, and it is very physical.
It is, yeah.
And it helps.
I broke a sweat.
Yeah, you break a sweat, and if you do a good 2-3 minute routine on that multiple times, and you kind of do the same one over and over again, you score higher, obviously, by hitting your targets with your punches. But you get that rhythm in you that you're just flowing. You're like, she's laughing at me.
No, I'm not laughing at you. You're talking and you said you do the rhythm. And in my head, I'm like, the rhythm is going to get you. The rhythm is going to.
Okay, that's not where I thought her head was going, but.
I am so sorry.
There's
a lot of caffeine in me right now.
She went to Miami Sound Machine in the 1980s. Jeez.
Oh my God. I'm so sorry. I can't right now with myself.
Oh, boy.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
So yes, those are elements of exercise that I should hopefully be able to get to do more frequently again. Now that my leg is better healed. Yeah. From my fracture. Yeah. And then hopefully I can travel more this year as well. That's my main objective, is to travel more. There's a specific place I want to travel to, but there are some restrictions about that currently. But manifestation, making my wishes come true. That will be one of the first journeys I take in early 2023.
Yes. And let me tell you something. I definitely want to have a conversation or an episode about manifestation, because that is such an interesting subject to me. But you were talking about traveling. If I did have a resolution, which I do not, I'm going to be clear, it would be I want to travel more this year. For sure.
And we have brief silence here, but we're nodding our heads at each other like yes, for sure. You don't get to see it because there's no video camera. But
I know we will soon have cameras, and that's fine. But right now we do not.
Yeah, we'll
eventually get there.
just animate our heads in a nod.
Nodding head. I know. Oh my gosh.
So other than that, I don't know what else we can talk about resolutions. I mean, we went in multiple tangents. We kind of talked about what our dreams are. Mm-hmm. Look us up, follow us on Facebook, share with us your resolutions for the new year. Yeah.
And comment. Tell us what you like, what you don't like, so that we're able to improve. Be nice, though. I mean, we're newbies.
We're extremely newbies, and I'm sure there's stuff that you're like, oh man, they talk too much.
It is a podcast.
It is a podcast.
That's what we do.
But hopefully, we'll be able to bring in a third party, interact some more, and that's what this whole channel is going to be about in 2023 as a resolution regarding the Unfiltered Grapevine is to slowly grow and see what we can achieve in the next 52 weeks of 2023.
Dun, dun, dun.
Do I have a sound effect on this?
I don't know.
Do I have a sound effect? I'm testing this new device here and, maybe? Oh,
no, that's not it.
No, that's not, that wouldn't work.
That is that wah. Did you get it? What was it?
Yeah, well, they're applauding.
Oh, okay.
Yay! We did something right.
See? That's funny.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. Till next, we're just, we don't know what the heck we're doing.
Nope.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, have a great day. Catch you on the flip side.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Thank you for listening.
As always.
And we'll see you in the next episode.
Yes, we appreciate you. Bye.
Bye. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for listening to the Unfiltered Grapevine. Please visit our website, unfilteredgrapevine.com, and become a Patreon member, or visit our merchandise shop and purchase one of our several products. Like and subscribe. We'll listen to you next time. Thanks again. Bye.